Hey there everyone! Welcome back to your channel name, where we dive deep into the topics that matter most to your mental health and well-being. Today, we're talking about something that affects millions, but isn't often discussed enough. How the modern world, especially social media, impacts PTSD. Did you know that scrolling through your feed could unknowingly trigger trauma responses you didn't even know you had? It's like this hidden layer of stress we've all gotten used to carrying. But it doesn't have to be this way. Stick around, because in this video, we'll uncover the hidden ways social media might be affecting your mental health, and most importantly, share some practical tips to take back control. So grab your coffee, tea, or stress ball, whatever helps, and let's do this. Before we jump in, let's quickly define PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD is a mental health condition triggered by experiencing or witnessing a traumatic event. This could be anything from a car accident to a natural disaster, or even something like experiencing or witnessing violence. Common symptoms of PTSD can include flashbacks, nightmares, severe anxiety, and emotional numbness. But here's the thing that's often overlooked. In today's digital world, it's not just past events that can affect us. Social media, news updates, and even, believe it or not, memes can be unexpected triggers. Our brains are wired to protect us, and sometimes that means reacting to online content as if it were a threat in the real world. So how can we navigate this digital landscape without constantly feeling triggered? That's what we're going to explore next. Let's dive into the how. Social media can bombard us with graphic images, upsetting news stories, or even triggering personal posts from others. Algorithms are designed to keep you engaged, not necessarily to protect your mental health. This constant exposure to potentially triggering content can be overwhelming, especially for those of us already grappling with PTSD. So, what are some of the specific triggers you might encounter on social media? Here are a few common culprits. Violent or distressing videos can be particularly triggering for people with PTSD. Posts about similar traumatic events can be incredibly upsetting. Unexpected flashbacks through memories or posts can also be powerful triggers. Maybe you stumble across an old photo or a post that reminds you of a difficult time, or perhaps you see a seemingly harmless post that triggers a memory or emotion you weren't expecting. But it's not just about direct triggers. Social media can also impact PTSD in more subtle ways. One of the biggest culprits? The comparison trap. Social media often shows highlight reels of other people's lives, leading to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. This constant barrage of perfection can heighten anxiety, especially for those already dealing with PTSD. And then there's doom scrolling, that endless loop of consuming negative news and information. Doom scrolling is a recipe for heightened stress and emotional exhaustion for anyone, but it can be especially detrimental to those of us with PTSD. The constant influx of negative news can make the world feel like a scary and overwhelming place. Okay, so we've covered a lot of heavy stuff, but here's the good news. You don't have to navigate this digital world feeling powerless. There are things you can do to take back control and protect your mental health. First and foremost, be mindful of your triggers. Once you're aware of your triggers, you can start to limit your exposure to them. This might mean unfollowing certain accounts, muting keywords, or taking breaks from social media altogether. Set boundaries with social media. Try setting aside specific times of day for checking social media, and stick to them. And when you're not online, engage in activities that bring you joy and help you relax. By being mindful of your triggers, setting boundaries, and prioritizing self-care, you can navigate the digital world in a way that supports your mental health and well-being. Thanks for sticking with me to the end of this important conversation. We covered a lot of ground today, but I hope you walked away feeling empowered, not overwhelmed. PTSD is tough, but you don't have to face it alone, and understanding your triggers is a powerful first step. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on mental health and wellness. Let's keep this conversation going. Let me know in the comments. How do you manage social media stress? I'd love to hear your tips. Until next time, take care of yourself and protect your peace.